Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to another round of in-depth candle reviews. I hope you guys are having a great start to your day. I'm gonna have 3 different candle reviews that will be going live throughout the day on my channel here. They are all going to either be fall or Halloween related candle reviews. If you are interested in more of that, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button right below this video. That way all of my new home fragrance related content will pop up in your subscription feed as it goes live here on my channel. Anyway, you guys, we're gonna kick today off with a new Halloween fragrance from HomeWorx for Halloween 2024. And this is Mummy Marshmallow. In full disclosure, I did receive this one in PR. That means that I did not pay for it. All opinions expressed will be my own. You can find this candle both at the Rakuten & Co website, where you can use my discount code MelanieP to save 15% off of your purchase of $40 or more. Or you can also purchase this in a duo from QVC. I will have it linked both places in the description box down below. Wherever you get it, please enjoy it. This is actually a really delicious scent, and I've had such a good experience with this particular candle this week that I'm already on the either last or second to last burn. I've been burning this one nonstop. This is a very delicious, very authentic marshmallow fragrance that I think a lot of people would really enjoy. Now, here's the thing. If you are not into the Halloween label that you see here, these labels are very, very easy to peel off. If you just score them all the way from the top to the bottom, you can very easily peel them off. These are not glued on at all. They're basically like a shrink wrap type label, if you will. So there's no adhesive. It's very easy to peel that label off, and once you do that, you would basically have a great year-round like marshmallow vanilla scent that you could blend with basically anything, and it is delicious, you guys. I feel like it's been a while since I have been really truly wowed by a HomeWorx fragrance. I have my favorites. Like there's a lot of fragrances that are definitely in my holy grail status when it comes to HomeWorx, but I feel like it's been a while since I have been tempted to like add to that list. But this Mummy Marshmallow, it's going on. I will need another 1 or 2 of these for sure, and I would absolutely just buy more of this one to remove the label, and I would use it year round. So let's go ahead and dive into this review the way that we normally do with all candle reviews. So I'm gonna tell you guys what the fragrance notes are. I'll tell you what my nose actually smells. We'll talk strength and throw, and then overall burn quality, because I know that that is important to many of us. So let's dive in. The fragrance notes that are listed on the bottom of the jar are whipped frosting, candy corn, vanilla fluff, and tonka bean. But if we are looking at the in-depth fragrance notes, top, middle, and bottom, we have at the top candy corn and whipped frosting. In the middle, we have chocolate, sheer cherry, and white cranberry. And at the bottom, we have vanilla fluff, tonka bean, and raw sugar. So what does my nose actually smell here? First of all, if you took away all of those middle notes of the chocolate, the cherry, and the white cranberry, like I wouldn't even notice it. I don't smell any of those notes in here. There is nothing remotely chocolate about this fragrance. There is nothing remotely cherry about this fragrance, and I also don't smell any cranberry at all. Whether it's white, red, whatever color cranberry, I don't smell cranberry in here. However, the top notes of the candy corn and white frosting are definitely there. The white frosting is really more of like a really rich vanilla, specifically a vanilla buttercream. This is such a gorgeous vanilla base here, and that really is, I think, the standout fragrance note. I do get a little bit of honey, which would come from the candy corn, but I wouldn't say that this smells like you are sticking your nose into a bag of just straight up candy corn. But you do have just a little touch of that honey that definitely kind of lingers alongside of that whipped vanilla buttercream frosting. Now, again, let's skip over the middle notes and go straight to the bottom, because do you smell vanilla fluff? Yes, you do. Actually, I think it smells more like just sticking your nose into a bag of like the fresh, like jet puffed marshmallows. It is such an authentic marshmallow note, you guys. This is so, so yummy. There is a touch of tonka bean in here as well. Tonka, to my nose, kind of comes across as like a heavier, but not quite like as sweet as a vanilla. It's like a heavy, dark, slightly smoky vanilla to my nose. That's what tonka bean smells like to me. I do get a touch of that, and the raw sugar, I think, is just, it's a sweeter fragrance. So I wouldn't say that it's sweeter than any other marshmallow scent, if that makes sense. But it is a sweeter gourmand fragrance. So if you're not into that, I would, you know, skip this one altogether. You'd be pretty miserable. But if you are looking for a straight up, like pure marshmallows in a bag with a hint of like a vanilla creamy frosting, buttercream frosting type note, little bit of that honey in there. Oh man, it's just, this is delicious. It is really, really good. I am not a huge fan of this like Halloween packaging per se, but the fragrance itself is a true standout, you guys. This is another great staple from HomeWorx that I hope sticks around. I mean, he could slap another type of label on this to be able to market this one for other times of the year, and I kind of hope they do, but I would have no problem buying this one after, you know, maybe Halloween is done and they're clearancing some things out. I would pick up more of this just to peel labels off and be able to have it on hand to mix with other things. It is a great scent. Also, the strength and throw. I feel like this is a pretty solid performer. I wouldn't call it like quite a medium plus strength and throw, but it's a solid medium performer. And as far as vanillas go, I feel like that's kind of, you know, what you're gonna get from most average vanillas is kind of a medium strength and throw. So the number I would put on it is probably somewhere between like a 7 and a 7.5 in terms of strength. It is quite noticeable. This is not one of those fragrances where you light it and you're like, where is it? Where is the candle burning? I can't smell it. This is not that at all. It is definitely going to be noticeable, but it doesn't smack you in the face, if that makes sense. The throw I would put at a solid 7 as well. It doesn't fill the entirety of the downstairs, but it does fill up much of the downstairs. I don't feel like I have to put this one in a hurricane, although I do think you can probably get a little bit more out of it in terms of strength and throw if you do put it in a hurricane, but I don't think it's a necessity here. I obviously just have this one sitting on top of one of my HomeWorx pedestals, and it is performing just fine on its own. I really love this scent. Now for the overall burn quality, I have not had a single issue with this one. I've had a few people come and tell me that they are starting to experience some wick issues again with HomeWorx. That's really sad for me to hear, because I feel like for quite some time there, they had the wicks figured out. So if that is happening, if you are having trouble with your wicks, please reach out to the brand, send a message to their customer service, leave a review on the website, figure out a way to let them know that this is happening. I will certainly pass that information along to my contact person, but I have not had any wick issues myself. And I've had a pretty clean burn and throw from most of these new ones as well. I'm gonna give you guys an overhead shot. I did just light this prior to starting this review, so it might not be fully pulled out, but you can see how far down I am and how the wicks are still holding up great, and that there is nothing wrong with the wax. Like, this has just been a wonderful performer for me. Oh, and it's really starting to throw. I can, now that I'm standing over it, I can really start to smell it. But yeah, there is Like, I've not had any issues with these newer candles myself, but if that is something that you are dealing with, please let HomeWorx customer service know. Like I said, I will, I'll go ahead and let them know myself, but I think it's really helpful for customers to provide the feedback as well. So if you are dealing with wick issues, if you are dealing with wax issues, definitely let the company know. You know, I think that the feedback that they receive is kind of what gives them the heads up that maybe something's going on. And if we don't give them that feedback, then they obviously don't know. So anyway, you guys, for me, I've had a good experience with this one. I will definitely pick up a couple more of these myself, like I stated. If you're interested, you can find it at Rakuten & Co. or you can find it at QVC, wherever you are most comfortable purchasing from. You'll find a link for it in the description box down below. I really appreciate you guys being here today. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your experience with Mummy Marshmallow in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.